Sir, okay, so just reiterate kind of what just happened on Saturday and where we are now.
Yeah, Saturday evening around 5:30 in the afternoon, we received a report of a possible explosion in a residence on Sorrells Road. And when deputies and fire department arrived, they were able to extinguish the flames. And then while searching for anybody that was injured or possibly needed help, we stumbled across a large marijuana grow that was inside of the residence and the building behind it.
I see. And neighbors were reporting that they heard sounds of an explosion as well as a car that
Yes,
drove by, yeah?
yes. The explosion is what we believe during the investigation was possibly a propane leak from inside that caused a flash fire that blew the windows out, which made it sound like the explosion.
Is that confirmed that it has to do
No. That's just what we're assuming has happened at this time.
Okay. Let's see what else. So in the house as well as another building, is that just kind of like a shed?
Yeah, it's kind of a shed. It's a large shed. It's probably 40 foot by 40 foot building structure out back that has two different rooms in it. And they had already harvested those plants. And there was another room inside the house that had plants in it that hadn't been harvested yet.
Wow. So how much marijuana would you say?
About 70 plants.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, anything else from that day leading up to now?
Once the deputies got there, of course, the constable of Precinct 1, Tim Barnett, helped us out that evening. We were able to identify the people that lived at the house or was renting the location. Once that was determined, the neighbors in the area, it's a pretty quiet part of Upshur County. There's not a lot that goes on there. There was no reports of suspicious activity. The neighbors really didn't know a whole lot about the area, the people that were living at the residence. They said they were nice. They just kind of kept to themselves. Of course, there was a privacy fence around the property, so you couldn't see, very much of it. So there was really no idea that this was illegal, that it was going on. We are a member of the DEA task force, and we called DEA guys to come in and assist us with it. And while talking with them, just by the way it was going, we didn't have any information on it. Nobody's seen any suspicious activity around. We believe that this was probably being grown here and for another destination somewhere else, possibly out of the state of Texas. Who knows where it was going? But it wasn't for local distribution here.
Okay. And so you said that you guys have already identified the people who live there. Are you able to kind of elaborate more on that? Investigation is still going?
Yes, the investigation is still going on. We do have some persons of interest that we'll be looking into.
Okay. So you think not only are the people who live there are the people, but maybe additional people who will be charged?
Possibly.
Okay. Possibly.
Yeah.
And also, what kind of charges are we looking at here?
Well, one of them is just the marijuana charge of that, which we'll have a felony investigation on that distribution and that. The other one will be with the Upshur rule, which they were actually stealing electricity from them to power everything that was going on at the house. So that will also be another charge that will come out of this.
Is this like a second degree felony? What are we looking at?
We're probably looking at a second to first degree on the dope charge, and I would have to look at the value of what Upshur rule would put on it, but it's going to be a felony charge also.
Yes, sir. Okay. And you said that other people are involved in this investigation that you guys called upon, but you guys are leading the investigation.
Yes.
Okay.
The DEA assisted with it. Tim Barnett, the constable of Precinct 1, was also assisting with us, but yes, we are the lead investigating agency.
And so what's next? Where do you know?
Well, we're going to follow the leads. We collected some evidence out there, fingerprints and things like that. We just need to start putting the pieces together of the puzzle and start getting these folks identified to where we can file charges against them.
That's right.
So you were talking about how this operation potentially extends out of the state.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything more that you can tell us about that? And if so, are you guys thinking there could be international connections or more stateside?
It could go either way. I hate to put just one on one person or one thing. It depends on where the evidence leads us in this investigation. The reason that we're saying, and the reason that we come to the conclusion that it was not local, is just because of the activity with the place. There was, there's no activity there, and the neighbors are very close, and they haven't reported any suspicious activity or any of that kind of stuff. There wasn't a lot of traffic coming. There wasn't a lot of foot traffic or weird people hanging around in the neighborhood. Those kind of things that would be red flags for stuff that maybe something's going on that we need to be aware of.
Where was it? Okay, so you guys found plants in different grow stages. Does that indicate that this operation has been going on for like a while? Or?
It's possible, yes. It's been going on for a little while.
Okay. Okay.
I think you answered all the other questions.
Okay,
yeah.
good. Is there anything else that we left out that you'd like to share?
No, just thank everybody, that helped. West Mountain volunteer fire that showed up, Gilmer Fire Department that showed up, the Constable Precinct 1 that helped us out, Tim Barnett, the DA guys that came out to help, Upshur Rural, bent over backwards for us. They were very patient with their time while we were collecting things and made sure that we were safe out there just because of the way they were hooked up into electricity and stuff like that.
Right. And when y'all showed up, no one was there?
No.
Right.
No, we didn't find anybody at the location when we got there.
And so if anyone has any tips, leads, who can they call?
They can contact the Upshur County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, sir. And that number?
It's 903-843-2541.
All right.